Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 17 of What If Izuna Uchiha was Naruto's ancestor. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends in social media platform, and also stay in tune for What If Naruto rebuild the Uzumaki clan. And over on Anime King, I'm going to be giving you a new episode of What If Kaguya was Naruto's mother, so stay in tune for those, and I'm going to be giving you something different today. So yeah guys, stay in tune. And remember, if this is the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's start this new episode. Start the intro.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their
So, to do a bit of a recap from the last part, Naruto met his new partner, Itachi Uchiha, as the both of them are doing Operation Ghost. As Hiruzen explained to Kakashi what Operation Ghost is, Hiruzen found out that Orochimaru is planning to attack the village and he needs someone inside of Orochimaru's rank. So, hearing that Naruto betrayed the village, Orochimaru will soon come to him and try to get him to join him. Also, Orochimaru knew what Naruto went through as a child, all of those suffering, so he knew that Naruto must want revenge on the village. As Hiruzen told Kakashi to make sure that the others believe that Naruto is a traitor, so that Orochimaru can really think that Naruto is on his side. Orochimaru also doesn't know that Naruto possessed the Sharingan, or that Ren was Naruto's daughter. As Hiruzen shocked Kakashi by telling him that Ren is dead. Yamato, when he found Ren, the wood style jutsu she used all of her chakra, and she died from chakra exhaustion. But seeing that Naruto was so weak after the battle, he didn't even have his Sharingan activated. Yamato used his genjutsu as he was sweating the entire time, but Naruto didn't see through it, because Naruto was so weak and exhausted. But Hiruzen begged Kakashi to not tell Naruto anything, because he remembered what Naruto said. If anything happened to Ren, he was going to destroy the village. Hiruzen then had Itachi wipe Naruto's memory, everything that he knew about Ren. So when Naruto and Itachi was talking that night, Itachi activated the Mangita Sharingan in his left eye that belonged to Shisui, as he completely erased Naruto's memory, everything he knew about Ren. The next morning Naruto was off, as his first mission was to destroy Orochimaru funding that he was getting from Gato. Gato has completely taken over the wave country. He has also tried to push his influence to the fire country, and Naruto's mission was to get rid of him. So Naruto infiltrated the wave country as he saw the state that the village was in. Izuna had came to Konoha, but he was killed by Konoha ninjas that were sent by the fire daimyo, as Gato had paid the fire daimyo so that he could take over wave. But now Gato is getting greedy. Itachi is currently off as he's dealing with Sky Country, so it was up to Naruto. Kunai. Naruto also removed the genjutsu from her, but she's still a loyal shinobi of Konoha, and she said that she would do it. She would take Naruto out of his misery. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself, so let's start this new episode. We start this episode with 4 Jonin as they stood in a small field. All of them had their ninja gear as they looked serious. Those 4 Jonins was Guy, Kakashi, Anko, and Kunai. This was none other than Task Force 1, the new first response team of Konoha. As you all know, our village has suffered a great setback due to the action of the former Chunin of Konoha, Naruto Hatake. He has wiped out a great portion of Anvo forces and he has stolen the Forbidden Scroll. said Kurenai, as there was no remorse or pain on her face. It was as if she had made peace with her mind. Kurenai thought uncowardly. Our remaining Jonin forces, as well as the remaining envoys, has been moved to the front to send a message to the other villages. That Konoha is still the strongest hidden village in the world. Due to this, there is a shortage of shinobi who has to perform special missions. And as a result, the Hokage had ordered this formation of this First Respond Team, said Kurenai. First Respond Team was generated during war operation time. They were to run raids, sabotage the enemy, and cut supplies. Captain Kurenai, I just returned from patrol mission, so can you please tell me what is our mission? Asked Guy. As Guy think it was still a mystery, Kakashi was given to be the captain of his team, but he turned down the offer, so Kurenai was selected. But Guy knew Kakashi, his best friend, didn't want to be a leader, and right now something must be going through his mind. The question is, what was that? As Kurenai then spoke, we have a small task force of Genins and Chonins and some Jonins under my command, and our first mission will be coming soon. But first, I think it's time for us to own our skill. Each one of us has relied on a special skill for a long time, but now I think it's time for a change, Kurenai said. What about our subordinates? When are we going to prepare them for battle? Uncle asked. A lot of Genin and also the Rookie 12 were now under their command. Let them rest for today. These days have been rough for them, said Kurenai. All of them nodded as they knew all of the kids lost a close friend. We may also be facing some missing ninjas doing our mission. We may also face Naruto Hatake, said Kurenai. As she said in a really cold tone. It was like that name was a taboo for her. Once, that name brought joy to her life, but now it just brought back some painful memories. What should we do if we have to face him? Asked Kakashi seriously. He wanted to hear her answer. As Kakashi had refused to be a captain, his mind was not on things right now, and he couldn't maintain the role as a captain. The truth about Naruto was bugging him. He was keeping it from Kurenai and the others, and also the truth about Naruto's daughter. She's dead. What about him? Asked Kurenai in a very cold tone. Guy and Anko eyes wide on hearing such a tone. It was like she had cut off everything to do with Naruto. He is a criminal, nothing more, nothing less. If we find him, my orders are clear. Bring him back to the village, dead or alive, she said, in a very calm tone. Kakashi closed his eye in sadness. How much had she suffered for her to become so cold-hearted? And how much was Naruto suffering right now? Suddenly, a loud bang was heard from the south gate. Let's go, said Kurenai. Yes, all three of them said. In a matter of minutes, they arrived at the gates. There was smoke in the air, and the gates were forcefully opened. But they were supposed to be locked, seeing that Konoha was on lockdown, and without the order from the Hokage, they weren't supposed to be open. But it seems like someone smashed their way through. As the smoke started to clear, as Kurenai narrowed her eyes, as two people stood there. It was Tsunade and Shizune. As chakra was radiating off of Tsunade's hand, as she was the one who smashed through the gate. Where the hell is Saratobi Hiruzen? She said. Back with Naruto, he was currently in the bathroom, as violent sounds of coughing was heard, as Naruto was coughing up blood. Damn it, he said, as he was in pain. Kurama watched sadly as Naruto took out a small bottle of pill, as he put one of them in his mouth. It has been a week since Naruto came to Wave Country, and he has been spying undercover. The boy's condition was deteriorating with each passing day, and he needed medical attention. It is one of the reasons why Kurama was doing what he thought was best for Naruto, but Naruto was too stubborn. As Naruto panted as he rested against the wall, as his coughing stopped as he took a deep breath. You don't have much time, said Kurama. I know, said Naruto. How's your eyesight? Asked Kurama. It's fine. If I don't use my Sharingan, my eyes won't be damaged further for a while, said Naruto. Your body is collapsing with each passing day. You need to meet her soon, said Kurama, or it will be too late. I'll meet her, said Naruto. But Kurama, can you tell me something? What is it? Kurama asks. Can I ever go back home again? I miss her so much, said Naruto, as a tear came from his eye. Kurama gave a tired sigh. This was the reason he was not telling the boy. Naruto may look tough on the outside, and he was doing his job, but on the inside his soul was broken, and he missed Kunai. Yeah, we will go back home together. Hang in there, said Kurama. I am not so sure about that, said Naruto. And why is that? Kurama asks. I did dirty missions for the sake of my country. I betrayed the ones I love the most. I killed my own comrades. What am I now? Am I an enemy or an ally? Where do I stand in this world? Kurama just listened to the boy, and now he understands what Itachi had said to him that night. Can I ever go back home? Will I ever find inner peace? Sometime I feel like I'm living in a false existence, said Naruto. As danger rang off in Kurama's mind as he decided to stop Naruto from thinking like this. Itachi had told him that this might happen, and he told Kurama to keep Naruto's sanity in check. This was a problem every Black Ops soldier faced. When you start to live in the darkness, you start to lose yourself. You talk too much, said Kurama. Naruto was a little shocked by his friend's reply. He was being harsh to him. You should not think about such things. Focus on your mission only, said Kurama seriously. As Naruto started to chuckle seriously, it then turned into a full-blown laughter. What's so funny, moron, said Kurama. You just sound like Danzo. Focus on the mission and nothing else, said Naruto as he chuckled some more, as Kurama laughed as well. Naruto got up from the floor as he looked at himself in the mirror, as he didn't feel anything as he looked at his face. I was a Anvu captain. I was the best student. I was responsible for nation security. I was in charge of 1,000,000 Ryu equipment. And I couldn't save one goddamn friend, he shouted, as he slammed his fist into the mirror, shattering it to pieces. As he collapsed on the ground as tears came from his eyes and blood leaked from his hand, as pieces of the mirror had cut his arm. Where's everybody, Kurama? Said Naruto quietly. A lone tear slipped from Kurama's eyes as he felt all of the pain in Naruto's heart. It has been so long, but nothing has changed. Was there any hope for them? Kurama wasn't sure, but he heard a person crying in his mindscape. It has been years since he heard her voice. As Kurama realized Naruto is releasing all of his emotions, he had bottled up all of his emotions when Sai died. Listen to me, Captain Naruto. You are Anvu. Who lives or who dies is not up to you. You just need to keep on fighting and never give up, no matter how hard you get hurt. Don't you goddamn give up. Do you hear me? Kurama asks. Kurama, said Naruto in shock. You will fight. You will get your ass in line and make sure no more of your friends die. Is that clear? Said Kurama. Naruto's hand tightened as the look in his eyes changed. Yes, sir, he said. Kurama sighed in relief as he was able to bring back Naruto this time. Time skip. Naruto slowly walked across the streets of Wave Country. The poor condition that the people were living in does not affect him anymore. He knew once Gato was taken out, his army would crumble. The main factor that was making everyone cooperate was the money, the drugs, and the woman that Gato provided. If Gato was taken out, then everything would crumble. The leadership would be destroyed. He had noticed some rebels trying to free Wave, and he knew once Gato's army was weakened, the resistance will get stronger. But all of this was futile. Wave was already on the brink of destruction. It had lost all of its leadership and financial power. Without help from the Fire Country, it wouldn't survive. What will happen to them? Said Kurama. I've heard news that the Fire Daimyo wants to take over this country. That bastard, said Kurama. First he helped destroy it and now he wants to rule it? It is selfish, but in the longer run, the people of this country will prosper. Fire Country is very rich, and the trade and the employment that they deliver will bring the people back on track. Before Naruto could walk off anymore, he felt someone pulling his leg. As he looked down to see a girl with blonde hair, she had circle around her eyes. It seemed like she was tired. And she was also very thin. She hasn't eaten for some time now. Sir, can you please give me some food? asked the little girl innocently. Captain Naruto, why did you do this? A memory of a small blonde girl flashed in Naruto's mind as he didn't understand what that was. Sometimes he would just have a small flashback, but before he could think about her, the memory vanished. Who was that girl, Naruto thought? Damn it, his love for Ren is far greater than we thought, even after the Genjutsu. Her memory has not completely faded from his mind, Kurama thought in worry. Naruto was snapped out of his thoughts as the little girl tugged on his pants again. Sir, please, she said, with tears in her eyes. He was currently standing in a small market of wave. Well, to be more precise, it sold more weapon than food or water. There was only a handful of stores around, and the food that the civilians were given was very low quality. Naruto remembered his childhood, as he knew this girl was probably an orphan, or her parents were taken as slaves. What's your name? Naruto asked. Ria, said the girl with a small smile. Why do their names have to sound so close to each other? Kurama thought. Ren and Ria. Idiot. The girl is hungry. Give her some food or something or just leave, Kurama said. Hey, don't be so grumpy, stupid fox, said Naruto. Naruto took the girl in his arms as he walked over to a store that was selling soup, as his face mask was doing its job by hiding his identity. Looking at the happiness in the girl's eyes brought a small smile to his lips. He wondered if Kakashi felt the same way when he took him to Ichiraku Ramen as a kid. Hey, why do you wear a mask? Asked the girl curiously. As Naruto looked at her, she was so innocent. She was barely 6 years old. How could someone like a small child like her live in this situation? Well, doesn't it look cool on me? Said Naruto. Yeah, you look cute, said Ria with a small smile. As Naruto smiled back as he felt that warmth in his heart. So this is how it feels to be a father, Naruto thought. Captain Naruto, why are you doing this? Said a voice. As flashes again. What the hell was that? Naruto thought. Damn it, Kurama cursed to himself. Every time he tried to think about that memory, it quickly vanished like it was never there. Kurama then noticed something. Naruto was not suppressing his chakra. He also noticed two people following him from the shadows. No need to panic, I know, said Naruto. As Kurama didn't know what Naruto was thinking. As Naruto was scanning the place, even though he was walking and talking to the little girl, as he was scanning the weapons and getting information. As Naruto got Ria some soup as he watched her, drink it happily. As he looked at the waitress and signaled for her to come towards him. How may I help you? She asked. Ria, would you like to eat another bowl? Naruto asked. As Ria looked at Naruto, tears quickly came at her eyes as she grabbed him and hugged him tightly. As Naruto patted her on the head, as the waitress then asked Naruto something. Excuse me, do you know this girl? I mean, I have seen her staying on the streets. Doesn't matter, said Naruto. She was hungry and I wanted to help her. And no, I am not like those animals. It was true that some thugs did lost young girls like Ria by offering them food and then did unspeakable things. Those were the people in the world that Naruto didn't mind slaughtering. Why are you so generous to her? Asked the waitress curiously. She has not seen a man like Naruto in a long time. She had observed him for the last few days. He would just roam around and sometimes feed orphan children. From the attire and the way he walked, she knew that he was probably a samurai or ninja. But no one helped young children like Ria. I'm at the end of my life. It's a good thing to be generous, said Naruto. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, said the waitress as she realized the situation. It's no problem, said Naruto. I have lived a good life, as he looked at Ria who was drinking her soup without a care in the world. Well, you're doing a wonderful thing, sir, said the waitress. It's no problem, Akira, said Naruto. Wait, you know my name? Well, I heard some people call it, said Naruto. As he then looked at the young girl. It's time for me to go, he said. The little girl stopped eating and she had a sad look on her face as Akira felt the little girl didn't like to be alone. You're leaving me? Asked Ria sadly. I have work to do, but I promise I'll meet you again, said Naruto as he gave her a kiss on the forehead. He then got up and signaled for Akira to follow him. When they reached a corner, he gave her a small pouch. Akira opened it and she was surprised to see a lot of money. Keep her with you for a while. Give her what she wants. Those people out here are today searching for young girls. You understand what I'm saying, said Naruto. Normally, Gato thugs would leave young girls alone because Gato knew that a father would do anything for their child. But kids like Rhea, they were orphans, they had no one, and they were easy prey. But, said Akira, but she was cut off. That is not a request. Keep her safe, said Naruto, as he looked at her dangerously. And on which date is there a new moon? Friday, said Akira with fear, as she was a bit terrified of Naruto. Or the docks working on Friday, Naruto asked. Akira was surprised by his sudden change in personality. One minute he seemed kind, and the next he turned dangerous. No, navigation become difficult, so they are closed, said Akira. Perfect, so a small team can infiltrate through the docks. There will be no moonlight, so they won't be spotted. While the air team get the prisoners, the ground team can hold down the fort, but this has to be done before sunrise, because if they get caught, the entire forces will be on them. Hiruson, you better be careful or you will have to fall 100 body bags, thought Naruto. Kurama watched in amazement as Naruto devised a brilliant plan. The boy did have the brain to be a captain. Naruto thanked the waitress as he slowly walked away, as he knew he was being followed, and that was exactly what he wanted. As Naruto then took a sharp turn in a small alley, two figures instantly landed behind Naruto as they were Chunin, that Kurama can guess. You, come with us now, demanded a short, brown-haired man as he had a gauntlet on his arm with a chain coming out of it. The other ninja had brown hair and he was short as well. He had a gauntlet on his right arm with chain coming out of it as well. So it only took the demon brothers a week to feel my presence. Pathetic, said Naruto in disgust. Why you, said Miyaizu as he dashed off to finish this missing ninja. However, Gozu, eyes wide in shock as he realized who this person was. How could he miss that golden blonde hair? Miyaizu, stop! Gozu yelled in fear. However, Miyaizu was enraged. How dare this person mock him and his brother? As he wrapped his chain all around Naruto's body. Die, he said. The chain snapped instead of Naruto's body getting ripped to shreds as Miyaizu fell on the ground dead. Gozu watched in horror as his younger brother was dead. He didn't even see Naruto move. Bastard, Gozu said. But before he could move, he felt a chill run down his spine as a kunai was pointed at his neck. Listen to me carefully. Go to your boss and tell him I want to fight him. Or else I'll kill Haku, said Naruto, as Gozu's eyes widened upon hearing that. He was working for an S-rank missing nin. His name was Zabuza. Zabuza was the head of Wave Army and was the head of Gato's personal bodyguard as well. Haku has been missing for a few days now, and Zabuza had sent the demon brothers to go and find her and bring back who kidnapped her, or if they find any other evidence otherwise, bring the person to him. Zabuza won't come, said Gozu, as Zabuza had told them that Haku was just a tool to him, nothing more and nothing less. But now that the enemy had captured her, she was no longer useful. Then I'll send her body to you in little pieces and I will destroy each weapon catches, said Naruto. How does that sound? I will start in the one in District 3 where a lot of expensive swords, drugs, and many things are, said Naruto with a smirk. You, said Gozu, but he was cut off as Naruto pierced his kunai through his stomach as he coughed up a lot of blood. Gozu collapsed on the ground as he tried to stop the blood. Why? Gozu asked in pain. To test the limits of my abilities, I want to kill everyone in Wave, and the Demon of the Mist. Sounds like a good challenge. Go, run, and tell Zabuza to come and find me. As Gozu looked up at Naruto's eyes, as he saw his own death in Naruto's eyes. I got to get out of here, he thought. Oh, and clean up that mess over there, Naruto said, as he pointed to Miyaizu. I don't like shit on the ground. You, Naruto Hatake, I will promise you this. You will die in front of the person that you care about most in this world, and you will suffer. Naruto's eyes widened in shock as Gozu's words hit deep in his heart, and somewhere in his soul he knew that was true. As he slashed his sword right through Gozu's chest, as Gozu fell flat on the ground, as blood started to leak from his wound, but Gozu was still alive. Shut up, said Naruto slowly. As Naruto started to walk away slowly, "Naruto, why didn't you kill him?" asked Kurama. "He will serve his purpose, and then Zabuza will come, and my plan will start." "What is your plan?" asked Kurama. "By eliminating Zabuza and his group, I will become Gato's personal bodyguard, as well as the head of the Wave Army, and this way I can get more intel. That will save life of many Konoha shinobi," said Naruto. "You're willing to become Gato's personal dog," said Kurama, as he couldn't believe that Naruto was willing to go this far. Naruto looked up at the clear sky, as for a moment he saw a face, but he didn't know who that was, as it instantly vanished. As he then saw a flash of Kurenai in front of him, as a smile came on his face. "I don't understand. Why are you sacrificing so much? Why are you enduring so much pain? I know somewhere in your heart you dislike Konoha a little. Even Shin would understand if you cannot go on any further." "Why?" Kurama asked. "It's because I promised her," said Naruto. "I promised Kurenai that I will become strong, and I won't let her cry over any of her family or friends' grave anymore. And I intend to do that." "That is something you cannot understand, Kurama." "What is it I don't understand?" said Kurama. "I am not doing this for Konoha or my comrades, or in the name of duty. I am doing this for her. Her dream," he said, as Kurama got a hint of what Naruto was trying to say. "You're willing to go that far for her, even though she may not know how much pain and suffering you're enduring. Even if it costs me my soul, I don't want to see her crying in front of any graves." "Is that your dream?" Kurama asked. "I don't know if I can create a peaceful world or not, but I want to create a home where Kurenai can live peacefully," said Naruto. "So you want to bear everything alone on your shoulders?" Kurama said. "Yes," said Naruto. As Naruto was walking for at least 30 minutes, and they were now standing in front of a dock. As Naruto smirked. "So, you came, Zabuza," said Naruto. As right behind him was Zabuza, with his large sword strapped on his back. Zabuza's eye gleamed, as he knew that his enemy was strong. He loved to fight. In fact, the enemy had Haku, and that made him want to crush Naruto even more. As he pulled his giant sword from his back, as it dug into the ground, right beside Naruto. "Let's have a blast, Naruto Hatake," said Zabuza. A minute later, two people stood on top of the water, as all of the workers on the docks had ran away after seeing Zabuza. As Naruto was looking at his opponent cautiously, Zabuza was an S-rank missing nin, and he had fought against the 4th Mizukage and survived. The fact that Yagura was the Jinchuriki of the Three Tails, that was a proof of Zabuza's strength. To make things worse, Naruto has just killed 2 of Zabuza's most loyal man and kidnapped his student. As Naruto was looking at Zabuza's sword, as he rests his right hand on his sword, as the battle will begin soon. "Are you afraid?" Zabuza asks. "Yes, I'm afraid of battles," said Naruto, as Zabuza was shocked until he got angry. "You're afraid of battles? Don't mock me. You killed so many Anbus of your village and you're afraid of battles? Pathetic," Zabuza said as he flared his chakra. "It is true I killed them, and that was for a purpose. The most important thing for a shinobi is not power," said Naruto. "Cut the crap. Where is Haku?" Zabuza asks, as he pointed his sword at Naruto. "She's safe for now, but I cannot guarantee if she will be safe in the future," said Naruto mysteriously. "Bastard, give her back. Your fight is with me. But then again, we shinobis are known to be devious," Zabuza said. Naruto removed his hand from the hilt of his sword and was now looking at Zabuza curiously. He didn't think that a man like Zabuza would care about anyone, much less a teenage girl. But then again, this world is full of deception and lie. "Perhaps there is more to you than I know, Zabuza," Naruto thought. "You think you can kill me?" Naruto asked confidently, as he really liked to mess with his opponent's head. As Zabuza started to laugh, as Naruto quickly jumped away from the water surface. As a strike of lightning struck the spot where he was standing a few moments ago, Zabuza started to chuckle as he saw Naruto's surprised face. "Do you think I'm stupid enough to fight you alone? You may be young, but you're tough. Maybe I cannot defeat you alone, but both of us can," said a voice. As Naruto looked to his right, as his eyes widened in shock and a little fear as he realized who was standing in front of him. It was none other than Raiga, Kurosake, Another, 7th Ninja Swordsman of the Mist. He was a on-foot captain of Kiri. He worked alongside Zabuza. The fact that he was an A-rank missing lane bordering S-rank was a huge blow to Naruto. Damn it, said Naruto as his plan was just shot to shit. He had no idea how Raiga was working alongside Zabuza, but now it made sense how Zabuza survived Yagura. 2 swordsmen of such caliber could easily take on a cage and fight with him. Damn it, Naruto, you have the worst luck in the world. Fighting an S-rank missing lane is something, but fighting against 2, that is suicide. And right now you're in your worst condition. It was true, Naruto was now a little nervous. Raiga and Zabuza tag team was a bit too much. The fact that he couldn't use his Sharingan or Kurama's chakra, it has decreased his survival by 50%. Calm down, Naruto said. Think about a plan. He looked at Zabuza's sword. He knew the man was skilled in water, ninjutsu, and also taijutsu and kinjutsu. He then looked at Raiga as he had an idea about the sword he was holding in his hand. Those slim, double-edged swords were none other than the Kiba blades. They were the sharpest blades in the world. One hit was enough to kill an opponent. They also controlled lightning. Zabuza, you promised me a good opponent. Now I can finally make a grave for this boy, said Raiga. I know, Hatake, how strong you are. It wouldn't be fair if I fought you alone. So let's even the odds, shall we? Said Zabuza with a smirk. But to Raiga and Zabuza's shock, Naruto started to chuckle, which turned into a full-blown laughter. As he then looked at the both of them. Let's go, he said. But guys, in the end of this episode right here, if you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also stay in tune, guys. Yeah, I'm going to be giving you something different over on Anime King. And I'm also going to be giving you a new episode of What If Kaguya Was Naruto's Mother. So stay in tune for that, and on this channel, I'm going to be giving you What If Naruto Rebuilt the Uzumaki clan. So stay in tune for that as well, guys. And remember, if you're new, to go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2 and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. And yeah, guys, without further ado, I'm out for now. Peace.